So you want to go live on YouTube or Twitch or another type of streaming platform. Now, I streamed on Twitch for a couple of years from 2020 to 2022. I streamed mainly gaming, but the main tool or product I used was OBS. Now, I know there are lots of OBS how-tos out there and tutorials, but this is mine. I'm going to show you what I think you need when it comes to live streaming. So just to separate the two types of lives, you have the live where you go live from your phone or device from a location. Now, this isn't that sort of live. This is the at the desk, camera in your face, live directly into your application. So OBS is an amazing product. It's free, it's a free source program. You can download it from their website. So just type in OBS into Google and it should come up, and it's called Open Broadcaster Software. We'll click on that link. Operating system that we currently have here, which is Windows. We're going to click on Windows and it will give us a few options. You'll notice it's actually already downloaded just here. Okay, we're going to go and find that file and we're going to launch it from our downloads. Okay, we're going to enter into our browser downloads. I'm going to grab OBS Studio and double click it. Next. I'm going to install it and it will do its thing. Okay, so we're not going to have a look at the release notes. We're going to just launch OBS straight away. So we'll click finish and it will launch straight into OBS. So this is basically asking you how you want it set up. The first option, if you're going to live stream, is what you want, because then it gives you the option later on if you want to do videos like this and use OBS as your platform to do these videos. Base canvas resolution, use current. So yep, that's what we're going to use. FPS either 60 or 30, but prefer 60 when possible. That's perfect, because a lot of, if you're going to do anything like gaming or anything like that, you need it around 60 FPS. You need a high frame rate. So at this point of the installation, it's going to ask you what is your main configuration going to be. Now you can choose between different ones. So you've got Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Restream, Twitter. Restream we're not going to use. That's where you can do a multi-stream over different platforms, but there's a new way of doing that and we'll look at that in other videos. So we're going to look at the moment, we're going to use we're going to use YouTube, and I'm going to connect the account. And it would just ask you to log in to YouTube how you normally log in. Okay, so I'm going to click next. And currently it's doing a bandwidth test. Bandwidth is extremely important when it comes to live streaming. You need to have a really decent internet connection, and the bandwidth gets tested here. Yeah, it's all pretty good. High quality, medium file size, output, FPS, good. Let's apply these settings. So there we go. Now we've been given lots of things on the page. So I've got a chat. This is the chat that will come directly from your YouTube. You've got the YouTube live control panel just here. So you can actually click into this and log into YouTube. So I'll get rid of that for now. Okay, so these things we can bring back later. These will be in the docs. So we've got docs just here. So the YouTube live channel I've just got rid of is just here. You can bring that back up and you just sign into that with your YouTube sign on. Let's open this up to full screen. So at the moment we have one scene. This area here on the screen, this black area, is called a scene. This is what you need to create the screen on your live stream. And normally I would say you would need about between 3 and 5 different scenes. So first scene you normally have would be a starting scene. Okay, scene 2, we're going to say live scene. So this is the live scene. This is the scene that you'll have as your main scene when you are live. You may also have a chat scene. So this may mean that you have something you want to have a focus on the page, but also have your picture as well, so the people can see your picture as well as see the scene. Or it could be the other way around. Your live scene may be that way, so it may be a focal on the screen, but also your picture is your face cam is also on that page. Or you may have the live scene as basically just you. And then I think we can have a ending scene. There we go. So we've got end scene there now. So we've got 4 scenes. So each of these scenes at the moment, as you're going through them, they don't do anything at all. You can see you can click between the scenes, not a problem. Or if you've got something called a stream deck, you can use a stream deck and program that to basically flick between the different scenes. So, starting scene. Now this normally would be a scene where you have a countdown, or you have a certain amount of time so people can come into your channel, come into your live stream and sit there and wait for you to go live, okay? If you go directly live from YouTube, it's literally, you sort of almost bundle into it. There's no sort of build up to how you go live. There is when you do a premiere. Premieres are quite good because you've got your video, you set it up and you set it up with a timer, and the timer counts down, so you get lots of people into your chat sat there ready and waiting. We want to try and get that effect with a live as well. So first of all, I know my chat scene is going to have my face in it, so we'll do that straight away. And first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to add sources. So with scenes is your page, but you need sources, so you need to bring things into that page to display on your screen. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this plus, and we're going to go and find a video capture device. There we go. So video capture device basically means a webcam or a camera, and we're going to call this one face cam. And we're going to create new, make source visible, okay, and I want the Elgato face cam, which is just there. And you'll notice you've got blocks on here where you can resize and move that around the screen as you want to. And you'll see now that I've got something on the screen that when you flick between scenes, it actually disappears. So let's say you're going to do a reaction video. So a reaction video, you'd have 2 different scenes. One scene will be you just fully on the screen, and the other scene will be a picture of your desktop along with a small version of your own picture, so people can see the reaction in your face of what you're doing, and they can also see when you're talking. So we're going to set that up as the live screen. So live scene, we have no sources, so we're going to go back to the sources. We'll find our video capture device. It's an existing device, so we're going to grab face cam and we'll bring face cam in. We're going to pull that away and pop that just up there. Now there is a reason why I'm putting the face cam on the right hand side. If you look at my face on here, you'll see that I'm looking towards this content just here. So we'll leave that there. Right, so this other source is going to be the desktop or the screen that you're going to be looking at, whatever you're reacting to. So we're going to add a new source. This source is going to be the window that's above, or the screen that's above me. And I'm going to bring this into this source on the live scene. Let's press the plus. So let's go for display capture. This means that this is going to be this top screen. So I'm going to call that top screen. So let's add that, okay. And we're going to go and try and find it on here, capture method automatic. That's the primary monitor, that's the one that we're currently videoing on. So it's this monitor here, and you can see straight away it pulls it straight in. Now, problem is that source is now on top of your face cam. Quite simply, grab your face cam and put it above. And there we go, my face cam is now on there. If I go to the other screen and press play, you'll see I can let that video play in the background, and you know, I can watch that video and react to it. Also, you'll see that I can then pull that to the chat scene, so I can pull away to the chat scene if I want to, and it's still playing in the top, or go back to the live screen and you can see it's there in front of you. So now we can look at this screen when we're reacting, and then we can go back to the live scene. If we wanted to, we could do something quite funky. We could go to the chat scene. So even though we're chatting, we could bring this in slightly bigger. and then we could add that other source onto here, which was display capture. Grab that existing one, press OK, and it's just there. We can then pull that to one side and we can have that down somewhere. So it's still playing in the background, but then if I play this, you'll notice that when we go between the two scenes, it goes bigger there and I'm smaller, and then I get bigger there, and then the scene above it is smaller, so you can still see what's going on. You can also put text in here as well, so you can grab the text and you can put in test text. Okay, create new, and then you just type in some text. Hello world. Press OK, and there we go, there's hello world. And so you've got text on there now, which you can adjust and edit. Normally if you right click on these things, you can go to properties and then do all sorts of things you want to do. You can select fonts in here. You can go and grab any sort of font that you want to use, which is already installed on your computer, and then it will change it to that on your screen. So there we go. So we can actually change that now. Let's right click that, properties. Let's change what it says. Just chatting. There we go. So it could be like a title for your scene just there. Let's pop it in here. So there we go. We've got two scenes now with information on them. So we're going to go back to the starting scene. There's nothing there at the moment, but there are various things we could use. Let's go and grab an image. Okay, let's say start background. We're going to go and find the image file. Okay, so I was thinking put possibly a video going on in the screen, so you can actually create a mask so that you can just play something within the screen, and then possibly a counter at the bottom, which basically, so people will be waiting, chatting away in the chats lobby, and then the countdown will go until the actual main video comes on, or the main live comes on, should we say. So now we've got starting live scene, chat scene. Okay, so we've got a few. Again, the end screen could be very, very similar to the start screen. We're going to add in another source. Let's add in that image. We're going to add existing. We're going to add in start background, and that can go in there. I'd probably spin these around a bit. So I'll probably have that there. So chat, go straight to chat after, go to live scene and end scene just here. So just to finish off these scenes within this template, we're going to go back to the starting theme and we're going to add in a video and a timer. We're then going to go back to the ending scene and we're going to add sort of like an ending scene animation, so you can get a good idea of how these scenes will work within your live stream. So we're on our starting theme. Let's go and find our starting video. We're going to grab our media source just here. Let's call it starting vid. Okay, we're going to go find the video. I'm going to open it. So now we've got an MP4 just there, ready to go. Okay, so now that video's on the main screen, we're going to pull that down and make it smaller. And what we're going to do is we're going to place this video behind the TV, like so. If you want to make it a little bit more accurate, you can right click on there and do some funky stuff with transform, edit transform. This gives you a box where you can change the rotation of the screen. There we go. Lovely. Okay. So there we go. That's just been done in OBS. We're also going to add a timer. First of all, what we want to do is we want to set up a text GDI plus, and we're going to call this timer. Okay. So that's text there. We don't have to put anything else in there. We can just leave it. And then we're going to go and head over to tools, just here. Head down to scripts. When you press on plus, it opens up a window browser and you can go and grab your countdown.lua. Press open. It will then ask you where the text source is. You select timer And there you go, there's a timer. Okay, so we can close that. We can now move this timer to somewhere where it's going to be more visible, so you can pop the timer down there. And then I'll put another piece of text in like this. And we'll call it stream starting. Okay, pop it above, and then people know what the countdown's all about. So now you've got a countdown on your start screen. You've also got a playing video so people recognize your stream that's coming up, and away we can go. And if I go away from that scene and go back into it, the timer will start again. And that's at 5 minutes. You can change that timer. There is ways you can adjust it. You can remove the hour numbers, and you can also make the timer shorter, longer. I always went with a live. I went with a 10-minute timer because it gave me that opportunity to set things up, make sure everything is working as it should do before jumping into a live stream. So when the timer has finished, you can then click on your next scene, which would be your chat scene, and then you can welcome in all your viewers, say hi, go through some things which you may already scripted out, and then if you're going to go on and do a reaction video or something like that, you can then click on your live scene. There we go, and then you have your videos and things like that in the background, so you can play something in the background here, and you can react to it if you want to. Once you've finished, you can then go to your end scene. Right, so the end scene, we left there a image the same as what we've got on the start screen. And now you can have a different image. Some people I've seen, they'll use this side of the screen to basically thank people in the stream. So thank people who have subscribed and things like that. And there is ways you can actually gather that information and display it down here. But we can go into that in another stream, in another video. But what I would probably say is possibly put something very clear and very bright in the TV to say that the stream is ending. We're going to add another source, and we're going to add a display capture, and then we're going to select display to capture, and it's going to be this display here. Again, we're going to put this behind. There we go. So then we can move it around so it's in the right place, resize it. We'll do a little bit of an adjustment on there with the transform again. Edit transform gives us this box. We can then alter the angle of that screen. So that's there now. I can then go and play this in the other screen, and it looks amazing. Look at that. So stream is ending. That's quite clear to everybody. I would probably advise to use some stream safe music on your start screen and your end screen, just so people have something to listen to while you're waiting to start, and also when you've finished your stream. Hopefully that was useful to you. Please let me know down in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to go through. I'm probably going to do another stream on stream elements, which is to do with creating overlays and things like that outside of OBS, but bringing them in with a browser content window. But let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think of this video and whether it's helpful to you. If it was helpful to you and you got value out of this, please click on the like, subscribe to the channel, and also ring that bell for notifications. If you're still here, why not check out one of these two videos? You've got one of our collections of videos on one side, and you've also got our last video on the other.